Hello humans, welcome back to Michigan Farms. So last episode we purchased this wonderful lime green windrower that you can see behind our John Deere and tested it out. So you can see that we have our John Deere pulling the brand new windrower attached to the New Holland baler, and we are creating bales. So we are going to turn this job of rowing and baling into a one-time job here. So we are just going to get right into it. We are going to get that windrower switched on and the baler switched on, and we are going to take off in the field. So we want to get all of this straw pulled off of the field here. You can see that we are able to do this at what looks like 10 miles per hour, so able to do this rather quickly. We'll jump into the menu and see our cows are definitely in the need for some straw, so it's going to be great to get these bales created here. They're definitely not in dire need of them, but it would be nice to have some straw to put into their cow pen there to help them out, and then also just having this as a filler for the TMR. So we are going to start to make some passes up and down the field here, and hopefully take care of this field rather quickly. So we're going to leave the baler running, I think, as we do all of this, and get just the windrower kind of up and down so that if we drive over anything, the baler can collect it. But yeah, we're going to make our way through the field here and see how far we can get in just one time lapse. All right, so we've made quite good progress here on baling up the field. The bales are just flying out of the baler here, with us being able to bring two swaths into one. It is making for very quick work. Our baler is able to keep up and is able to, with its positioning right behind the windrowers here, we are making bales really quick. It's not really missing many bits from the windrower, so everything is working really well, which is allowing us to make our way through this field. We are probably pretty close to a third of the way done with the field here, which is great. You saw in the time lapse that I tried to send the combine on a worker back to the yard, and of course it found one of the bales and could not figure out how to drive around it. So I had to jump out here and jump into the combine and get that moved off the field. So that combine is going to be needed in the next month. So in the next episode, or maybe later this episode, I don't know how long it's going to take us to get all of this rowing and baling done, but at this rate it is not going to take us that long. And then I will probably want to cultivate this field as well, and then potentially after cultivating it we'll need to get it planted. So if we were able to get the cultivation done today, what all can we plant right now? Okay, so just poplar and grass. So looks like August we'll be able to do canola, and then we'll be able to do our winter crops with our wheat and our barley in September. So not in a mad rush to get this field cleared of the bales and cultivated and planted, because there's really nothing that we want to plant right now available to be planted in this field. So that's actually good. That gives me a little bit of relaxation, a little bit of peace of mind, although I know that the next months are going to be really crazy on the farm here, as I believe all of our other fields are going to become ready to harvest at the same time. So if I jump into the map, I can show you what I'm talking about here. So if we look at our fields, all of our fields look to be at the same growth stage, which looks to be the final growth stage. So potentially August or September, we are going to have 3 more fields to harvest. But you can see just how quickly we are spitting the bales out of the back of this New Holland baler here, which is great. So we are going to continue to work this field here and get all of these bales produced, and we'll see how many we come up with. If we created 21 of those hay bales in about a field half this size, are we going to hit 50 straw bales in this field alone? So we are getting towards the end here. Of course, we did not have an even number of passes from our combine, so we have one more swath there to the right that we will have to take care of by itself, and then we have the swaths on the headlands that we also need to take care of. You can see this one up here is a little bit messy with the spots that we've already taken. Also have some rogue bale, 2 of them it looks like out here, so try to not take that along for a ride. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up this headland here. We'll spin back around, clean up that last pass that we have, that the combine made as our final one going long ways across the field. And then we still need to clean up the far side of the headland as well, and then that will be all of the straw pulled off of this field and baled. But when I turn around here, you can see just how many bales we were able to make in this field here. So yeah, I mean, look at that. That is quite the number of bales. So you may have seen in the time lapse, but I have looked to make sure that we do have an auto stacking trailer. So we have a bale loader, which is an auto loader that I am definitely going to utilize here, using the telehandler and how large this field is and how many bales there are. would take me hours and would not be enjoyable for you all to watch. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab that bale loading trailer that we have. See, I didn't even think about that. Turning around, or backing up rather, is going to be quite hard with this setup. So yeah, we will try to get the camera out of... Oh, and now we have a bale. Okay, can we back up without jackknifing? Looks like we can kind of do that. And then it looks like we might just have to push this bale with us the entire time. Could jump out and with super strength get it out of the way, but it looks like it's not really getting in our way here. So we're just going to take this bale with us for the ride. So if I jump into the menu, you can see that we have a bale loader. It does take square bales. It does take up to 240 centimeter bales, which I believe is what we are creating right now. So yeah, we are going to finish up this last strip here, finish up the other headland strip down here, or at least try to clean it up. Hopefully this rogue bale that we have in here is not going to cause any major problems for us. And then we're going to grab that bale trailer and get all of these bales loaded up. The last time that I used the trailer, it did... Oh, okay, so it's gone. All right, so not that big of an issue. The last time that I did try to utilize that auto-loading trailer, it did cause some issues for me, so I might actually reset it to the store to reset the trailer to make sure that we don't have any of those issues this time that we are using it. And I'll probably reset the New Holland tractor as well to go up there and bring that back to the field, and then we can work on getting them pulled off. So there we go. That is the baling work done. So I'm going to get that turned off. We want to unload those last two bales that we have here, fold it up, get the windrower folded up, and there we go. That is this field completely baled. So you can't really see when I'm down on the ground, but from up here, look at all of those bales that we just created. So I'm going to actually jump in here to the statistics page because I am very interested. 57 bales. So 57 bales we just produced on this field, which is great. So we have more straw than we probably know what to do with. I am going to actually jump onto the map here and do just what I was talking about. Let's go ahead, show our trailers, which I believe, there we go. We want to reset that one. And then this is, yep, we want to reset that up to the store. Let's go ahead and get connected up here. So you can see we've got our bale trailer here. We're going to get connected to it and bring this back to, well, put it on a worker and bring it back to the farm. So there we go, we got attached. Let's jump in here. Already got that, set a destination and bring that all the way back to the farm. So while they are working on that, we need to figure out where the heck we're gonna store all of this and how I'm gonna be able to maneuver it into our sheds. So our header trailer is just hanging out over there. I always forget about that when you reset the equipment. If you have any weights attached, the weights just drop off. So yeah, it is going to be just hanging out in the field over there for a little bit. So I think what I'll do is detach the baler here and go ahead and find a spot for the windrower. Probably, oh, is it too tall? Or am I just a bad driver? All right, let's try this again. Is it too wide to fit in here? It looks like it might be just perfect if I get it lined up exactly correct, which is a little concerning that once we put it in here, it might be hard to get it out of here. Does it fold up anymore? It does. Okay, of course. Made it harder on myself than it needed to be. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get this just put back by one of these other pieces of equipment. Maybe over here by the tedder like we originally thought. Not doing really a good job of driving today, but yeah, let's get this positioned right back here. All right, so we got that dropped off. Let's spin around and pick up that baler. Man, I really enjoy how large these barns are. I always struggle to know what to call them. Are they barns? Are they storage containers? Are they just, you know, I don't know. Call them what you will, but they are large, but it takes a lot of maneuvering to make them tidy, keep them tidy, and also to remember where you put everything. So we're gonna get this baler put away, probably the best bit of driving that you'll see on my channel right there. So we'll get that put away, and then we will wait for that trailer to get back to the farm. We'll actually go ahead and switch to the New Holland right now. Here they are. They are still on the main road up here, so we are going to jump into the New Holland and get this taken back to the farm and start to start to load all of the bales off of the field. I believe it was what, 57, 56. So yeah, we'll get back to the farm and get to working on loading up all of our straw bales. Here we are. We have made our way back to the farm with our auto loading trailer here. We are going to get swung into the field and start to get all of these picked up. So I don't think that we necessarily, there we go, don't think that we necessarily need to keep all of these bales. I think that we can probably sell this first load, although the price is much less than would be desired here in July. We probably can sell off one load. We actually, I'm not 100% sure, so 7 is 25% is what it's saying. So we can fit 28 bales. I was going to say, I don't think I know how many bales we can fit on here. Well, just do some math and you can figure that out. So 28 bales is what we can store here on the trailer, so we definitely have more bales than 2 full loads. I don't feel bad at all about taking this first load to be sold. So we're going to get this first load here completed, and then we are going to figure out exactly where we would take this to get sold. All right, so that is one full trailer load of our hay bales. So let's go ahead and jump into the menu and check out the pricing for, and I said hay, I meant straw. So we are in July, so yeah, like I said, not great, but they are offering $91 at the biomass heating plant. So we are going to make our way up there to the biomass plant and get this first load of bales sold to the biomass plant to bring some money back into the farm. We have not done that in a while. We've been spending money, but I think that what we have been spending money on has really been helping out the farm. So I'm not too worried that we are only sitting with $3,700 in the bank account, but bringing this little bit of money here back onto the farm will be great. So we're going to make our way up there to the biomass plant and get these bales sold off. All right, here we are at the biomass plant. So let's get turned in here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I thought this was the biomass plant, but the biomass heating plant is actually showing in a different location. Oh, okay, so that is, luckily we started to go the correct way. That is over there. I guess I did mark it. I probably should have paid attention to where the marker was, but I just thought that I knew that it was here. Didn't think anything of it on my way up here. But yeah, we are going to make our way to the actual sell point, so we will see you when we are there. All right, so we've actually made it to the sell point. The marker here, you would think, would stand out enough to make me realize I was in the wrong spot. But hey, anyway, here we go. We are in the correct sell point here, or at least I think we are. So yeah, let's see. Do I have to unload the bales? So it's still not taking them. I don't know. What do I have to do to unload these bales? Alright, welcome back. I think I have figured it out. And yes, that is one of our bales up on the roof. So we will need to figure out how to get that. So I have figured out that you can put them down here and then lower them down to the ground. So that's where we want to unload them, and there we go. That is them selling. So, all right, $21,000 from those bales into the farm bank account. So that's much more money than I actually thought we were going to get. But let me go ahead and figure out that last bale here that is up on the roof. All right, we have cleared off the roof. So I think what we're going to do is get back to the farm and fill up another trailer load. With that amount of money coming in from one full trailer load, we definitely will have enough left over with another trailer load. I think we made 57, if I'm not mistaken. So if we load 2, well, no, that will only leave us with 1 left. So maybe we'll do about a half trailer and bring that back up, get those sold, and then we'll just have 1 full trailer left for ourselves. So we are going to get back to the farm, load up the trailer, get back up here to the sell point, and sell ourselves some more bales and bring some more money into the farm here on the July afternoon. Okay, we are making our way back to the sell point. We have 19 bales on board, which leaves 10 bales left in the field. I felt like 10 bales was more than enough for our current need for the cows. We also have an entire other oat field to harvest, which we will also bale the straw from that field as well. So I think we are doing fine with the straw that we need, with keeping those amount of bales Did I drive past? I think I just drove past the sell point while I was talking to you. Is it? No, it's all the way down here at the end. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I think that we will be fine. I didn't want to sell all of them because I do want to top off the cow pen with straw because they do need some. So didn't know exactly how many bales it would take to do that, so I thought we'll leave 10 in there, and then anything left over we can store with the hay bales and continue to work through using that for both TMR and for the cow pen itself. But we're going to get up here to the sell point now that we know how to unload this trailer the correct way. Hopefully we won't end up with any more bales on the upper portions of the building. So we're going to get pulled into place here. We want to unload those bales. We want to go over here, get them down to the ground, get them dropped down, and watch them sell. All right, so another $15,739 of income. So we are back up over $40,000 in the bank account, which is great. But I think that is where we are going to end this episode. Next time we will be progressing on to August and probably have more fields to harvest. As always, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time here on our Michigan farm.